The Catacomb
podcast.
Created by a madman's distorted desires.
What do you think will be the next obstacle the Earth people will put in our way? The saucers are up there, and the cemetery's out there.
Greetings, ladies and germs. Welcome to the Catacomb Cult podcast. I am your host, the ambassador of love, the protector of people. Wait, no, that's not me. That's Will Smith. Will Smith. That's Will Smith. That's not me. Will Smith is the ambassador of love. He is the protector of people. That's Will Smith. He's thinking he's a character from a movie he played. He's a protector of people. That's Will Smith. An ambassador of love. Will Smith. Anyway, welcome everybody. This is the Catacomb Cult motherfucking podcast. I'm your intrepid host, Javin Romero, coming at you live and direct from Long Beach, California. Bazooka's on the couch looking snuggly as a motherfucker. You know, we got some good stuff to get into. Glad to be back. Glad to be on the grind again. Got so many movies and TV show reviews. I feel like I've been going through TV too fast, man. Because, you know, you can watch 2 episodes a night. You know, that's easy. After you're done with work, you make your dinner. This is my routine. I finish work. Me and Bazooka go run around outside, usually on the beach or something. Or I go fishing. And then I come back, you know, I make dinner. I cook like nightly. And then I kick back. Get a little vino or something, maybe a little popcorn, and I watch like a show, usually a show lately, you know, a movie if there's a movie out, but usually a show, and, you know, I'll watch 1 or 2 episodes a night, usually 2. If it's great, sometimes 3. So, you know, 10 episodes, you know, after a week, you're done, you know, you're done with that show. And it's just over. Like, I forget about it. Like, it's just out of my head. I think I got too much shit going on in my head. I used to consume media different. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm already going into rants. I'm sorry. I got notes. We're going to have some fun. We only got a few minutes, though, because there's only like 30 minutes left. Look, it's so hot in here. I'm fogging up. It's hot in my house right now. It's hot. That's why Bazooka's on her back. Coochie in the breeze, you know what I mean? Don't talk about my dog's coochie, you sick fuck. I don't know if I really want to talk about this. But it does tie in with Satanic Panic, which, you know, I'm a fucking... It's what's happening now. It's what's happening now with the courts and the Supreme Courts. I don't get into politics, but it's what's happening now. And it's Satanic Panic. It happened again. We need to look at Satanic Panic as a fucking blueprint. If you don't know, a brief synopsis of Satanic Panic was the world, in the early 80s, throughout the whole 80s, and maybe late 70s, I don't know. But the world thought, yeah, late 70s for sure. The world thought there was just cults around everywhere, worshiping Satan, sacrificing babies. I had a friend who swore to God, when he grew up in New Mexico, he was like, I swear to God, they fucking found this baby. They chopped a baby's head off with a sword, and it's total bullshit. Like, we would have seen that on the fucking news. That baby would have been goddamn famous. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he's like, I saw it. I saw them get, you know, whatever. You know, he was part of the Satanic Panic. Damn it. But it was all bullshit. It was just like hype. It was media hype. I don't know. There's theories of who propped it up. You know, a lot of people say like Tipper Gore, you know, she was trying to ban rap music and shit. Tipper Gore? Yeah, Tipper Gore and that whole crew. Jerry Falwell, like these evangelical fucking religious people. But anyway, that's besides the point of how I could do a whole episode. Geraldo Rivera really made it mainstream too. I showed a clip. He would bring Satanic Panic, Satan worshipers. And, you know, I've said it before, and I'll say it a million times. All Satanists I've ever met or I've seen, I've met a few, but ones I've seen are all the biggest dorks on the planet. They're just trying to find, and I don't mean that as a bad way. I'm a geek. but they're just trying to find something to fit in. You know what I mean? It's fucking stupid. It's cheesy. It's like Dungeons and Dragons. You know what I mean? I like comic books. We're all dorks just trying to find our way through life. But they're not dangerous. Every Satanist I've ever met, I've never been afraid of. I could knock them out in one punch. I could probably kill them if I hit them in the chest because they all got fucking asthma. No disrespect if people got asthma. I'm a fat ass. I'll peel over too. But anyway, this is besides the point. I'm just saying they're non-threatening people, and a lot of them, two of them I've met personally, are extremely nice, the most generous people on the planet. You know what I mean? It's so stupid. They're just trying to be edgy, and I don't know. It's kind of cheesy to me. Anything, because, you know, Satanists are cheesy to me because I'm an atheist. It's like, it's just cheesy in the other way. But anyway, I was Michael Jackson, how this all ties in with Satanic Panic. I was watching his videos, and for us not to think like Jackson was weird, like maybe just because it was a slow burn, but his face distortions just got weirder and weirder. And like, I guess we were just like, oh, but he's a genius, so it's cool. I don't know. Let's watch it. But yeah, like you watch Bad and shit, and you're like, what the fuck is this? And it's so cheesy. Like, I don't know. I guess that's just the 80s. 80s had a hint of cheesiness to it. You know what I mean? I think I typed my password wrong. Cut that out, Javin. Talking to my editor. But yeah, I was watching. For some reason, I went on this tear of Michael Jackson because, you know, I'm a Prince fan. You know what I mean? I love Prince. And, you know, I'm actually not the biggest Prince fan, but I like Prince. You know, I think he's dope. His fucking plays the guitar like a motherfucker. And, you know, there used to be like, who said it? I think one of early Chappelle shit. No, maybe it was like D.L. Hughley back in the day. He was like, remember the old debate of Prince versus Michael Jackson? Well, Prince won that shit. Because people forget now that Michael Jackson's dead. Michael Jackson was a fucking weirdo, man. A fucking weird dude, man. It's weird that that dude even existed. Let's look at his transformation. As we as people, just like we're like, oh yeah, I mean, he's a weirdo. He likes plastic surgery. This guy, it's crazy, man. I don't even know what to say. Look at that. And I think the first picture he had a little bit done. He looked different before that. I've seen other photos of him looking way different before that. But look at this. This is like 79 probably with the first photo. This is like 81, late 80s, 90s. Oh man, it's just so crazy. But anyway, that's not the point. The beginning of Thriller is straight up something from Satanic Panic. And I know he had to put this in there because of Satanic Panic. Let's look up Thriller. This was a wild video when it came out. Yeah, all right. Due to my strong personal convictions, I wish to stress that this film is in no way endorses the belief in the occult. the belief in the occult. That's so Satanic Panic. It's like after like they're like, and I don't even know how. What? Because he becomes a zombie or he becomes a werewolf or what the fuck he becomes? I'm not gonna play it because I'll get flagged on YouTube. MJ got that shit tighter than. No, I could have made a horrible joke right there, but I'm not a comedian, you know. I don't make those daring jokes. But yeah, like that quote is straight up Satanic Panic, and I don't like it, man. That's like our society. Like we think like we're progressing, and we are in a lot of ways. Society has progressed even since I was a kid. But there's a lot of ways where it can go right back so fast. You know what I mean? Like, this shit doesn't just happen, you know? I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to say that about MJ, man. Fucking. And those videos, I don't know. I guess I'm not an MJ fan. You guys can love MJ if you want. Oh, yeah, and I watched Above Top Secret about aliens, you know? And I had to really stop it, man. It was kind of too much. I want to see that new one with Captain Kirk. What the fuck's his name? Yeah, William Shatner. Jesus, I can't believe I blanked William Shatner. But no, his new documentary about UFOs looks dope. But I watched Above Top Secret, which I used to give this guy so much credit. His name was Dr. Stephen Greer. And I remember years ago when I was like 18, I fucking torrented LimeWired a fucking UFO documentary called Disclosure. And I showed it to everybody. I was like maybe 18, maybe even younger. I was like 18. And it was like the first one of its kind that I saw. It was all like military, ex-military officials and shit like that. Before ex-military officials did this shit. Now it seems like they're everywhere, which is dope. I love it. But it was called Disclosure. And it was like all ex-military officials. And there was this one dude who looked like, you know, a fucking legit old man dude, like, but like still witty and shit. And he was like, yeah, I was surveying photos on a satellite that was orbiting the moon, and I saw structures, and I brought them to my boss, and my boss was just like, hey, shut up. No, you didn't. Delete that shit. And he was like, I swear to God, I saw them. And he's like either lying or he's not. You know what I mean? He's either lying or he's not, you know. Two very strong possibilities. Lying's very strong possibility. Anyway, but there was so much other compelling shit. And there was like Brazilian militaries and shit. And, you know, a lot of sightings are on military. You know me. I love this stuff. But a lot of sightings are on military stuff. But anyway, that's Dr. Stephen Greer headed up that documentary, Disclosure. And he went to Congress and all this. This is back in like 2000, I want to say, like 2002. Anyway, so his new document, but he started then like, so I like gave mad credence. I was like, yo, that's the UFO documentary to watch. That shit is the most legit thing I've ever seen. I would tell people that. I would show my dad it and everything. And I was like, look at this shit, man. Like, this is the most evidence any documentary's ever shown. And it kind of was, but yeah, like he started getting woo-woo-y. He started getting too woo-woo, Dr. Greer. He started coming out with documentaries about him communicating with aliens and astro projecting himself to other planets and having dinner with aliens and shit like that. And I was just like, oh no, he's nuts. He's fucking nuts. You know what I mean? And I don't know if I could be slandering his name. I don't know if he stands by those saying he had dinner with aliens, or maybe he was just like saying this is a new way to meditate. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But I started watching Above Top Secret, and it's got like fun. Oh, that's another. He came out with the documentary too. They found like this weird little monkey that they were like, this is an UFO, and it's like this big. Or not a UFO, obviously, but like an alien. And it's like this big, and I forget how they found it, but they're like, this is, and I think it was just some deformed, like, what are those called? Pachucan monkeys? I'm blanking all the names. But I think it was just like a deformed little monkey. Like, you know, those tiny monkeys, I think it was just a deformed little monkey, and he was like, this is proof, and he just started getting kind of wonky. So I watched this, but he does have like good little tidbits in there. Like Stan Meyer invented a car that runs on water, and he just disappeared. Like oil companies do that shit. You know what I mean? Fuck these oil companies, these overlords, especially now. They got us over a barrel. I drove to fucking Flagstaff, Arizona, which is an 8-hour drive. And I usually stop in Ludlow, which if you don't know, it's like 4 hours from LA in the middle of nowhere, like no gas station 55 miles an hour that way or that way. You know what I mean? It's like the 100-mile stretch and that's the only gas station. And they were charging $7.29 a fucking gallon out there. Because they know that's what they could, you know, this is where else you gonna go, bitch? You know what I mean? That's such fucking bullshit. I hate that gouging, and I hate the people are doing that these days, man. I hate that people are doing that. Like, after everybody had so much hardships, these companies are like gouging us. They just up my rent here. I'm looking for a new place. I got to get the fuck out of here. They just, not because they up my rent, but because they got rid of our barbecue. The pool's been broken. I don't even use the pool, but it's the fact. You know, you pay for that fucking pool. That's the amenities. Anyway, don't get me started. I don't like the gouging that's going on with humanity right now. It's really fucking disgusting. And I just don't like it. All right, let's look up Stan Meyer. All right, we'll watch this whole thing. And I'll stop, of course, and be annoying and tell you my thoughts. Start recording, baby. All right.
And the top our news here at 6 o'clock, an age-old dream becoming a reality. A local inventor has discovered a way, hear this, to...
I can't watch that because it's coming out of one ear, and that drives me nuts. I'm tactile. I'm OCD. I'm crazy. I got to wrap it up. So this is going to be this. We'll watch this thing. All right. Water fuel cell inventor murdered by government. Whose government?
Okay. It never wears out because there's no moving parts.
And the top our news here at 6 o'clock, an age-old dream becoming a reality. A local inventor has discovered a way, hear this, to use water to run your car.
It's a major breakthrough that will no doubt make motorists happy. And as Ralph Robinson explains, the Pentagon is also showing lots of interest in this project.
Water has always been considered a precious commodity, but Stan Meyer's invention may make it even more valuable. He has developed what's called a water fuel cell. It has taken the place of his old gas tank. The water fuel cell breaks down water molecules into oxygen and hydrogen.
That's
the
crazy.
hydrogen is used to run his dune buggy.
I don't care if you use rainwater, well water, city water, ocean water. If you don't have any fresh water, go ahead and use snow. If you don't have any snow available to you, then use salt water because there's no adverse effect to the fuel cell.
Meyer started
That's revolutionary,
working on this project
man.
4 years ago. He's not a scientist. He isn't even a chemist. In fact, he never graduated from college. Myers was determined, he says, to design something to protect this country from oil embargoes.
And we have calculated that...
Goddamn American hero right here. Protect us. He saw, this is back in the day, protecting us from oil. Look at us. Now look at us. We're spending $90 to fill up a fucking tank.
Take the dune buggy from Los Angeles to New York, we would roughly use 22 gallons of water.
What?
The Pentagon flew a lieutenant colonel
What?
last
That ain't
week to look
shit.
at Myers.
22 gallons of water from... What did he say?
We would roughly use 22 gallons of water.
Sorry.
That if we take the dune buggy from Los Angeles to New York, we would roughly...
LA to New York on 22 gallons of water. Holy shit. That
22 gallons of water.
The Pentagon flew a lieutenant colonel in last week to look at Myers' invention. There's talk of possibly using it in the Star Wars defense program and to run army tanks.
Star
Myers is
Wars.
currently perfecting a water fuel cell for cars. It will cost about $1,500. He says it won't need any maintenance and you won't have to replace it. It'll be at least 2 years before the fuel system goes into mass production. The day it happens will be one the fuel industry hates, but it'll put a smile on the face of those who've had to say at one time or another, fill her up.
It says Stan Meyer. This is for the listeners. Even though you should be watching on YouTube, please. Stan Meyer was murdered the day after his deal was made with the Pentagon. His brother Stephen Meyer was with him. Stephen? I ran outside and asked him what's wrong. His brother Stephen Meyer recalled. He said, "They poisoned me." This was his dying declaration.
There is an enormous range of new things that have been worked up to a remarkable level in the past and then suppressed by the existing order for one reason or another. Either they're incompatible with classical ideas, or they upset strong financial interests, or whatever it may be. In the past, great things have been done by gifted humans. They are, in a sense, the vehicles of God Almighty in bringing this stuff into the world. And none of it has ever reached public use and public currency. because of this dictatorship of the knowledge systems of the world. Video, and in particular projects like this one we're on now, they reveal that you can do to these seemingly ancient discoveries what was not possible or feasible 50 years ago. It was simply beyond technical capabilities. And
Dr. Ruth Drown, is that how she died? Medical breakthroughs that would cure all diseases without depending on drugs of any kind. She died. That would cure all diseases. Maybe they're getting a little crazy now, but I don't know how factual that is about how he died, if they poisoned him or if his brother's just saying that. But the fact is, they showed him running a fucking doom buggy on fucking water, and he's gone. We don't fill our cars with water. Think how easy that would be. Think how good for the environment that would be. Crazy. Anyway, I love you guys. We got to cut this one short. I'm sorry. This is going to be a short one. There's only like 5 minutes left on that camera. But I think we had some fun. We talked a little bit about MJ. It's hot as fuck in here, I need to get a fan right here. Then I'll knock out like 10 of these podcasts in a row. Hour long each, you know what I mean? But talked about MJ. We established I'm the ambassador of love. And Will Smith is not. I'm still on Will Smith. You guys are probably like all over it by now. And I'm like, because I haven't been on mic in a long time. And I like this. This is my comfort zone. You know what I mean? Anyway, love you. Smooch forever. Hit me, people. Let me say this before I go. People, hit me up with some good indie fucking rap. Is there? Because I know I talked on the last episode. I talked shit on rap, on modern rap, and I know how easy is it for an old dude to talk shit on modern rap. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm bored of modern rap. I'm bored of it. It's like not exciting to me. You know what I mean? So anyway, I talk shit on modern rap. Of them being lazy with their lyrics, rapping over vocals. It's like, dude, you don't even play an instrument. Your raps are an instrument. Like, just so anybody, if you got some modern rap that you think I'd like, put me on game, man. Because right now I listen to just straight up folk punk shit, man. Some hillbilly fucking twangy shit with a little bit of punk edge to it. Punk. Sorry to keep popping the peas profusely. But yeah, put me on game on some new rap that I don't know, like this generation's underground, like back when I was a kid, when I was in high school, the underground was MF Doom, Aesop Rock, Def Jux Camp, that kind of shit. Living Legends, put me on game with that shit. Hyro, I need some of that kind of shit in my life, but I don't want to hear somebody duplicating Hyro shit. Or early 2000 shit. Like, I don't need to hear that. That's the past. I'm talking like this new generations. Put me up on some innovation. That's what I need. Some innovative hip hop. Some shit where I'll be like, oh damn, this is new. Let me see if I like this. Let me listen to it a few. Put me on game. And thank you. Comment, subscribe, like, share, love, and smoochy woochies to all your coochies. No, smoochy woochies to you and yours. Love you. Smoochy woochies. I can't say I'll get sued. Isn't that Jay and Silent Bob shit? Goodbye. Catacomb Cult. Peace.
Established in 399 BC, this is the Catacomb Cult.